We are certainly going to learn a lot more about the heroes who rushed to help the victims of the Amtrak crash in Missouri over the next couple of days.
In this case, some of those heroes were on the train.
Yeah, incredible stories. A group of Wisconsin Boy Scouts were traveling back from California. Julian Boardman and several scouts rushed to help after the crash. Julian is joining us now to tell us what exactly was involved and how the Boy Scouts were able to step in and help out. Julian, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Tell us exactly what you guys witnessed and what happened afterwards.
Sure. Actually, we were coming from New Mexico from the Philmont Boy Scout Ranch. We had just spent a week there backpacking and everything. So what happened was, for my perspective, I was on the right side of the train, which is the part that landed on the ground. And we were all kind of sitting there. Some of us were sleeping. Some of us were just trying to sleep. And we felt a jolt and the train started slowing down. And suddenly I heard one of the adults yell out that they had seen an axle of a truck. And then a whole bunch of dust and debris started flying around out the windows, and the train fell over on the right side, which is where I was sitting. And a bunch of adults fell on top of me. And then we all kind of, after the train had stopped, then we all got up and started figuring out what was going on. The boys immediately started opening the left side windows, which are now our ceiling, and started getting out. They all climbed out, and then the adult leaders, we had 2 that were injured pretty severely that we were attending to. And some of the other, we had 7 adult leaders total. 2 of them were injured severely. One of them ended up getting out to help with the boys, and then the other 4 were inside just trying to help people get out and stuff. Most of the 4 that were inside ended up leaving the train after everybody else was gone. So we're not exactly sure what happened on the outside. We've been asking the boys around to see what was going on out there, but we have them all like writing down everything so we know what has all happened. But I know a bunch of them wandered around and helped carry some of the boards to strap people in so they could be rushed to the hospital and stuff. And we ended up staying at they had shipped us to a school, and there were a million volunteers there that gave us food and water, and we were just awesome. And then last night we finally figured out where everybody was due to the injuries. They were shipped to different hospitals around. And so we still have three adults at a hospital, but all the boys are here with us at the hotel at the Holiday Inn here. So,
Julian, this is a lot and for anybody to go through, and especially your scouts. Can you talk about how everyone is doing mentally, and even some of you guys teach them these core principles, how those came into play in those moments?
Yeah, actually, all the kids are doing awesome. And like, we were actually just talking about that on how they all kept their composure, and most of them were, I mean, nobody was really freaking out or, crying. Actually, like, even the boys who their fathers were injured were total level-headed and were totally cool about it, where, we had thought maybe some of them would panic, but they didn't. And it really helped us out because we were just trying to make sure everyone's together. And that since we're not in Appleton, Wisconsin, we need to keep these kids together to make sure that, everyone gets home.
So I'm just so thankful all of you are okay this morning. This is a rural area. Where was the nearest hospital? How long did it take for first responders to get there?
Right. Well, I'm not exactly sure where the nearest hospital is. I just know I haven't looked on the map. Like, to be honest, on the train, I couldn't sleep at all. And so last night I was able to sleep. But when we crashed, I think they shipped us for maybe like 20 minutes to a local school. And then it was about an hour and a half bus ride to the hospital, and that was the Boone Hospital. And I know there's a few others. We had one adult was in the Fitzgibbon Hospital, and then two others, I believe, that were in the University Hospital. So
I have to ask you,
we
so
just
you've mentioned something, I don't want to let you leave without us finding out that two of your adults, leaders, were injured. I want to know, how are they doing this morning? What can you tell us about them? And then how are all of you getting home once everything has been, said and done and taken care of?
great questions. We have no idea how we're getting home yet. There was going to be a bus chartered last night that all of the other parents in Appleton were going to get on and come down here, but those plans fell through. And then this morning there's been talks about maybe another bus or a flight or something, but we're not really sure what's going on. The adult leaders, one of them had some fractures in his vertebrae in his back, and he's been talking a lot. The other one, I actually had his phone, so his phone is with his son. So we've been hearing from his wife that he's stable. He has some broken ribs, so just very sore. And then there's another one, another leader who had some internal bleeding, who was running around helping everybody, where the other two couldn't walk or couldn't stand. And we've heard that he's stable and that they're moving him out of the ER into a room, but we don't have, we don't know when they'll be able to travel.
Well, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. And, it was good that you guys were there to help the people when they needed them. And please send our prayers to everybody to a quick recovery. And thanks for everything you've done with those young men. It sounds like they really stepped up when the situation was needed. Julian Boardman, we appreciate your time.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.